Regular Breaking Bad writer George Mastras has signed on to write the upcoming feature film 90 Church. Snow White and the Huntsman director Rupert Sanders is attached to helm the big screen take on the novel of the same name, which is officially described as follows. From 1950 through the late 1960s, America feared two great enemies, communism and illegal drugs. While the espionage stories have been well publicized, the war against drugs was far more violent and has remained mostly secret. At its peak, the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, the FBN, enlisted only 350 agents worldwide. In New York City, the center of organized crime, and Rum Report, there were only 35 street agents in the Bureau's office at 90 Church Street. While the FBI refused even to acknowledge organized crime, these agents stood alone against a well-organized mafia and vicious drug cartels. To survive against impossible odds, the agents used incredibly brutal and cunning tactics to make cases and bring the war to a stalemate. Their violent exploits on the streets of New York City became legendary to other law enforcement agencies and the underworld. John, buy or sell the sounds of 90 Church?
I can't buy this enough. This sounds great. I eat up all these types of those period piece mob movies, and whether it's the Untouchables or anything like that. I love these types of films, even when they're not done all that well. I still kind of eat them up. And just the description, the fact of knowing it's based on true stuff, and whenever we get to see period pieces like this, and we get to learn something as well that we're not really familiar with, I get really excited about stuff like that. So for me, it's a buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cautiously buy this. Yeah, I mean, having one of the writers from Breaking Bad, I think, is a good sign. Rupert Sanders, he directed a Snow White and the Huntsman, which I thought had some good things about it, but I think overall it was kind of bloated and needed some rearranging in some departments.
You're being kind.
Yes, and I'm cautious because and I eat up this genre as well, the whole mob and mafia movies, especially period pieces. I love Boardwalk Empire. But the last movie I saw that was in that realm, though, was Gangster Squad, and that movie was terrible.
You had to remind us about that, didn't you?
That movie was terrible. And so that's why I'm a bit cautious with it.
All right.